Okay, here we go. Happy Saturday. You're all traveling the world and entertaining, and here I am for you. So you hopefully, after I send you this link, you're gonna get this class done. Okay, so we have heavy weights and slightly lighter, a disc, a towel, and a water. So there you go, that's all you need. It's that easy. Okay, sweep those elbows back, stick your chest out and fold halfway down. Come back up. Do it again. 3 or 4 more times. This is such a great exercise to do every morning. Even if you're not going to work out, you get this done. It's good for the back of your body. Okay, now release the arms. Let the head go. Just hang out here and breathe. Completely unweight your upper body and try to get your legs nice and straight. And then try to shift your hips back. Oh my goodness, there's so much to do. Roll yourself up. Nice. Sweep the arms all the way up, and then we're going to swan dive it down nice and slow and shift those hips back again. Big deep breaths. And come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling one last time. Swan dive it down. Big deep breaths. Completely unweighting the upper body. Your head's chilling. Everything's chilling. Except you got your legs nice and straight. You're moving those hips back a little bit. Nice. Now let's take our hands to the floor. Walk yourself out, meet in high plank. Now we're going to step the left foot forward. So you're in a runner's lunge. Just hold here. Try not to weight into the arms. I would rather you weight into your legs. Step your back foot in so both heels are down now and both legs are straight. Back to a bend in the front knee. Hands down, step back. You're right into your plank again. Let's take the right foot up. Runner's lunge. Try not to put weight in those hands. Now step the back foot in a little bit, straighten both legs. Take a big bend in that front knee. You're right back into that plank. From here, we're going to meet in a downward dog. Pushing the heels towards the floor. Get up on the toes. Push those heels down again. 3 or 4 more times. Nice and high on the pads of the feet. Float it forward to plank. Put those knees down. Shift the hips back. Slide the palms to the front corners of the mat. Couple of big deep breaths. Meet me in your quadruped position and let's get right into some cat-cows. Nice and slow. The slower you go, I think, the more we get out of these movements. One more. Shift your hips back a little bit and just hold. Now come back to a neutral spine. Lower the chest between the arms. Press away. Keep going. Here you work your full range. Take the chest down as far as it will go, and then press away from the earth. Nice. Now kick those feet out to the side. Have a seat. We're going to meet lying down. Bring those knees nice and close to the chest. Keep them close together, and then just give me a gentle rock side to side, waking up that lower back. Now take the legs all the way up to the ceiling, get nice and flat on the shoulder blades, and then we're going to open the feet nice and wide, your legs. Just kind of let them fall. Let gravity help you create more space between those legs, and then pull them back together. Take the right heel just above the floor, bring it back up, switch to the left. We're just moving and waking up. Open both legs again, bring them together, lower both together, bring them back up. And we're going to go right leg this time, down, and then left leg down, open both, and now lower both. Draw the belly in. Now bring those knees back into the chest. You're making that nice little circle again. Nice. Now put your feet down, walk your heels close to your butt. Let's rock the pelvis forward and back. Keep drawing the stomach down when you do this. And now when you rock it back on the next one, press up through your heels and roll your hips up. And then lower back down, roll forward, reverse it, press up through the heels. Take it back down. One more time, take it up. Lower back down. Extend the legs all the way out, take the arms all the way back. Clasp the fingers together, bring the arms forward as far as they can go, and then take them all the way back. Bring them forward and back. And you have a few more of these. And then we're going to roll it up Pilates style on this next one. So head's going to lift, tuck your chin, draw that belly in, and now take it between the legs. So just hang out here for a few breaths. Your feet are flexed. Try to press the back of the knees down into the floor. Nice. Now take it up. Bring the right foot in and then fold down. So you're just stretching out the inner thigh and the low back a little bit. Then take it up and switch legs. Take it down. Nice. Take it up. Now bring both feet close to you, as close as you can get them. Take your hands behind you. I want you to open up the feet, but stay with your heels down. Then one at a time, bring your arms forward so they're facing in front. It'll help you hold the balance here. I've got my toes turned out, my heels down, and I'm just squatting. I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. I'm going to use my elbows to try to open up the legs a little more. Nice. Now, hands to the floor. Get your butt up. Look through your knees with your legs straight. So we didn't reposition the feet. We sort of kept them exactly where they were. Now lower that butt back down into the squat again. Use those elbows to open up those legs. And right back to that full fold, straight legs. And one more time, squat it down. Fold here, use those arms or elbows. Nice. Now sit it back down. We're going to start today with inner thighs. So if you have a Pilates ring, whatever you use for your inner thighs, maybe it's a ball or a pillow, let's grab it, take it down. So your feet are going to stay on the floor. We're just going to do a little round for maybe about a minute of these inner thigh squeezes. It's all about the squeeze. So very deliberate, nice and slow. And you can tilt that pelvis up when you squeeze those knees together. And then you can kind of release it back to a neutral position every time. And don't forget to breathe when you do these. You can incorporate the squeeze with a big inhalation and then hold it a second. Then as you release it, you exhale. Okay, I'm going to take the ball into my arms, straight up over the chest. Arms are nice and long. I'm going to lift my legs up. So now I'm going to send my legs down and the ball back behind me, and then I'm going to come together and I'm going to crunch it up. So I'm trying to lift up off my shoulder blades, put the head back down, extend back out, legs and arms. So we're going to do 10 of these. Make sure you're drawing that belly down and you're trying to keep the ribs down. When you crunch up, make it great. Really try to get those shoulder blades up off the floor. You can always modify this with a bent leg if you need to. Remember, exhaling out to get the legs back up will help. You can add a little pause in that crunch if you like. You can also modify and limit how low the legs go. Or you could lower one leg at a time. We have so many choices. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. On this last one, hold the crunch, just breathe, tuck that chin, draw the stomach down, and then release it. Let's put the ball back between our legs. Another round of inner thighs. Really try to squeeze with all your might. You got to make these really worth it. So by the time we get close to 1 minute, your inner thighs should be saying enough already. That's the goal anyways. If you're not feeling like it's really challenging, add a couple of holds till you get some nice tremble going on. You're about halfway. When we get down these inner thighs, we're going to stay in this position with the ball where it is, and we're just going to do some crunch holds, just to fire up these bellies a little bit. Okay, hold it in, squeeze, and then lift up into a crunch. Hands behind your head, clasp your fingers, drop the elbows back, tuck your chin, try to lift the shoulder blades a little higher while you squeeze your knees. And then take it down, release the squeeze. You have 4 more of these. Squeeze and lift, crunch up, then let it go. Crunch up, squeeze those knees. Really try to lift the shoulder blades up, right? We don't want to be in a comfortable position. We want to be in a challenging position. Lift up, squeeze. Let's just do 1 more. Make this one the best. Lift and hold. And let it go. Whew, that was a little on the challenging side. I'm going to grab a sip of water. We're gonna do some tricep extensions while we're down here. And some flies, and then we're gonna get up. So here we go. Get your weights, not the heaviest ones you have, hopefully. You're gonna open out nice and wide to a fly. And then when you bring them in, keep them just shoulder width and do a press. So the weight come down, they touch the shoulders, extend the arms back long, open out wide again. So we're gonna alternate. One fly, one tricep extension. Try not to over squeeze these weights. Keep a nice loose grip, just enough to be safe. So nice, slow, lower of the weights down to the shoulders. Nice, steady opening. And keep on going. Got my legs bent, my feet flat on the floor. When you lower those weights to the shoulder, you don't move the back of the arms forward or back. It's only the forearms that bend, right? Right at the elbow. So if you're not starting to feel like this is getting pretty difficult, change to a heavier weight. Because we're only going to do 4 more of these. And when you open up to that fly, make sure those weights are staying centered over the chest. So 1 more of each. Now hold the weights up there just over the chest. Turn your palms to face forward. Just hold. Open the palms to face each other. Lower the right hand weight only to the shoulder, so you're doing 1 arm at a time. Switch. Nice and slow. Lower, 1 at a time. Turn the palms forward. Close them. Do that a few more times. Nice and slow and steady. Okay, lower the right one down to the shoulder, pick it up, and then the left. And the right. And the left. Open and close the hands a few times. And bring the weights down. You're gonna rock and roll yourself up. Whew, that was getting tough, hopefully for you too. Okay, get yourself up. We're gonna start with deadlifts. I want you to pick up heavy weights. We're gonna do 2 legs at a time to start. So shift your weight into the heels and stick your butt back. Keeping the legs long, we fold down, we come back up, and do it again. So as I go down, I turn my palms to face my legs, and as I come up, I open them. Or at least have them by my side. We're going to do some variations of these deadlifts. So you've got all your weight in the back. You're really trying to isolate and get these back body muscles working. Your spine stays nice and long. You're just hip hinging, right? We're not rounding the back. That's super important. Squeeze those butt cheeks at the top of the move. Make sure you're coming all the way up. Okay, kickstand your right foot. Keep doing the exact same exercise. So when you kickstand that right foot, I'm really asking you to put the majority of your weight into your left leg. Okay, now we're going to switch, do the other foot. So now it's the majority of the weight into the right leg. And when you start to pull down, practice automatically getting your hips to go back. Okay, we're going to come back and work this left leg. This time, I'm going to sweep the right leg completely back, folding down. You go as low as you can. Come back up, do it 4 more times. Okay, now switch and do the same thing on the right leg. You can get the weights all the way to the floor. Fabulous. Okay, last one. Put those weights down. Woo, we're going to give our hands a break. So we're going to use our discs, which is why it's so good to have them when your grip strength sort of wears out. Let those glutes have it, or glutes and hamstrings. You pull out your disc to get swanky. Okay, here we go. You're going to slide back with a big forward lunge and then come up. Take it back. So I'm putting a big bend in this leg and I'm really leaning my upper body forward without rounding the back. Now, if you can, take those fingers down, touch the floor. So like you're in a runner's lunge and then slide up. Take it back, runner's lunge, come back up. You want to come up with lots of control. Try to really avoid jerking. Two more. Then we switch legs. You know when you're getting to that point, when it's starting to feel jerky. Okay, other side. Start out with your hands out in front. Nice and smooth, get used to the movement pattern. Big forward lean, right? When you're lifting back up, you want to keep all your weight in the back of the foot, the front foot. Toes shouldn't be trying to help. Take the fingertips down, runner's lunge, then slide up. You're trying to get those fingertips to the floor. So you got that big lean forward to get there, but your spine stays nice and long. This is really toning and strengthening, just using your body weight. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna do lateral. Next. Okay, so I'm gonna face the left side, right foot on the disc, slide out, try to get low, come back together. Not so hard, right? Take it out, hands out in front, bring it back. So no rounding of the back. Lots of control. Now, when you take it out, if you can get your fingertips back down, but again, it's not about rounding your back. See, this is a great workout you can take traveling, minus the weights, of course, but you could replace those weights with your band. Discs in a band fit easily in a suitcase, right? Okay, switch feet. I'm going to face the other way, just for a change of scenery. Here we go. Slide out. Shift your butt back. Make sure you're doing your best to get nice and low. Take the fingertips down if you can. Pressing up through the heel, right? A few more. Nice, okay. I'm going to face forward. Again, we're going to take it back. We're going to hold it back, lean forward, rotate to the left, square it off. Go left, square it off. You're doing this 5 times. Just rotating. Come back up, switch feet, opposite side. Take it back, big forward lean, and then go to the right, come back forward. Keep doing it. Twisting as much as you can each time. And come back up. Okay. I think we did enough on that disc. Let's have a little lie down. Do some core. And then stretch and say goodbye. Cheers, guys. Okay. So, little core action. We started with some core. Now we're going to really get into it. So, feet close to your butt. Take your hands, connect them together, push them together so you feel activation, and then crunch up, let the fingers push forward. Tuck your chin, take it all the way back with the arms and let the head get back down on the floor. And then repeat, crunch it up, try to reach the fingertips forward as you press the palms together, and then take it back. This time, adding on if you wish, feet come up off the floor, but your knees are in front of your hips. and then rock it back. Come forward. I'm not pulling my knees all the way in. I'm keeping them just in front of the hips. And then back, and crunch up, and back. 2 more. Lift up, take it back. Last one, lift up. Pull your knees in, make a circle. Little reprieve. Okay, feet on the floor, not so close to your butt this time. We're going to work the side body a little bit here. So I'm going to crunch it up, palms face up. I'm going to rotate to try to touch my right palm to my foot. Come back, lower down. Let those muscles in the neck release. Then crunch up, twist to the left. Try to reach this hand to touch the front of your room. Come back, lower down. Let the neck release. Do it again. Lift up, crunch it. Come back. Left side. And come back. Pull the knees in, make a little circle. Now we're just going to alternate side to side to finish off that exercise. So back down with the feet, crunch up, palms face up, go to the right, go to the left, and just keep switching side to side. You're still reaching forward and you're holding the shoulder blades up. You're drawing the belly down. You're here for 5, 4, 3, make them great, 2, and 1. Put the head down, straighten out the legs. We're just going to loosen up our neck a little bit. I want you to roll the head side to side. Go all the way to one side, all the way to the other side. Okay, we're coming into a bridge, but before you get there, I want you to rock your pelvis a few times. Okay, now with that low back skin on the floor and your weight going into your heels, I want you to slowly elevate the hips. Extend the right leg out. So you've got your thighs at the same height. Just hold. Try not to depend too much on your arms. It's your core you're challenging. Put that foot down. Slowly lower your hips. Rock the pelvis a few times. Slowly. Low back skin on the floor. Lift the hips up. Extend the right leg out. Hold your thighs at the same height. Keep your hips nice and even. Lower the foot, lower the hips. Extend the legs all the way down. Roll the head side to side again. Excuse me. Okay, bring those feet in. Now, slide them forward. So your ankles are probably 6 to 12 inches in front of the knees. So the bend in your leg is not that great. Lift your toes up off the floor. Press your low back skin into the floor. And now come into a bridge. So it has a little less emphasis on the butt and a little more emphasis on the hamstrings. So if you're not feeling a big activation through those hamstrings, you haven't taken the feet far enough out. So make the adjustment, keep your toes up. Now squeeze your knees together and open them as far as you can. And squeeze and open. And keep going. Make the squeeze great. Keep your hips up. Should feel challenging right out of the gate if you don't have a big bend in those legs. Do 5 more nice and slow. Those hamstrings should be talking. Another great exercise you can do that's challenging without weight. And now release the legs nice and long. Whew, that was tough. Okay, right knee comes in, left leg stays out. Now 2 fingers around your big toe of that right leg, straighten the leg. Push your heel up towards the ceiling and try to use muscle to move the leg back. Nice, now bend that leg, put it back down along the floor. Left knee comes in. Two fingers around your big toe, straighten the left leg. Really push that heel up and then use your leg muscle to move the leg backwards. Okay, one more stretch for the back of the legs. Bring both knees in. Rock and roll yourself up. Extend the legs out to the corners of the mat and fold down. Pressing the back of your knees into the floor. Okay, take it up. You're going to bring your feet hip width apart. Sit up like you're sitting in staff pose, but you've only got hip width between the feet. Now just take the right foot, cross it over your left leg. So you didn't move the left leg. You can use a towel around the bottom of your feet if it's easier. And then you're going to pull the torso down using your arms to help. Getting all those tendons, you should feel it behind that right leg, the right knee. Just because of the angle of that leg. I've got my elbows down on the ground, my spine is flexing, my head is chilling. Just kind of letting this muscle get some good length. Okay, come on up. Let's go back to the feet being hip width. Sit up tall. Take the left leg, pick it up over the right. Use your towel if you like. Come on down. Flex that spine. Try to have your elbows on the floor. Okay, bring it up. Now, we're going to pull this this left foot inside the right leg again. I know we did it earlier. We're going to hold this one a little bit longer. So walk the hands forward, flex your spine, elbows down. Just hang out here and breathe. Okay, bring it up. Extend that leg out, pull the right one in, fold down. Come on, back up. You're going to connect the bottoms of your feet together. And once you have them together, see if you can pull your heels using your hands around your feet a little closer to you. And see if you can proud out your chest and sit with a really long spine. So once you get the body in the right position, try to lower the knees a little closer to the floor. Take some nice, big, deep breaths. So don't fight this. This is a stretch where you need to send a message from your brain to your legs to just relax. down towards the floor. Now, see if you can add a little forward lean with your upper body. Just try to lean into it a little bit. And again, you're not forcing anything. You're just sort of finding the right spot to be. Couple more big, deep breaths. And now pull those legs together. You're going to extend them out, shake them out, bring them back in. We're coming up nice and high on the toes. We're going to hang out here just for a sec. Nice. Now full forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Reverse it, come all the way up, reach for the ceiling. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! Get her done, ladies. Have a great day.